that's real old, isn't it? That's yeah. And I because I've always, I suppose, in slide, I've just always looked at you know, like a chord in a chord, you know, and to hearing it, you know, just in a standard tuning.
Playing is, you know, A, like I call that the long A.
Yeah.
Well, this is a pattern, you know. I use it up here. Those are all the notes for the slide.
Yeah.
It's like a box there. That's just the pattern.
The pattern, yeah. And you just, you know, move it up.
Oh, you can use it anywhere you want to.
Yeah.
Like D.
Yeah.
Or A, you know. That's all.
That's cool. That's really good. So, who taught you all that? Like, what?
Well,
did you just go around watching people and like really, you know? Or?
I wasn't really studying to be a guitar player. You know, I mean, I love playing guitar.
Yeah.
But I was just mostly playing harmonica with these guys, like mostly Robert Nighthawk.
Yeah.
And of course, I saw Earl Hooker around a lot, and it was obvious that Earl got his slide style from Robert.
Yeah.
And just watching them.
Just watch them, like they didn't actually say okay.
I just the patterns they were using were apparent to me. I saw what they were doing, and I just sat around and figured it out.
Yeah.
And I mean, open tunings are fine too, but if you're in a band situations, you can't keep retuning or switching guitars and all that stuff. So just playing in regular tuning makes it a whole lot easier.
It does, because when we're playing, you know, everyone, I go, stop, you know, we finished the song, and I go, get another guitar because we're about to play a slide song or whatever.
Nothing wrong with that, but then you got to carry those extra guitars.
Yeah, yeah. And everyone's looking at me going, you just,
come on.
Yeah, come on. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And then they go back to another thing. I'm going, oh, okay, that's back in normal tuning, you know, that's the song I play in normal, you know, in standard tuning. So then I've got to change guitars back, and that makes a whole lot. And yeah, I've always looked at it as if like it just seemed
some of the oldest blues I learned was a guy named Willie B. and he'd play in G like this. He'd be oldest blues I learned from Will Shade was, and it's just really early blues.
Yeah.
I was a teenager when I learned this from him,
Yeah.
and he learned it when he was a teenager from an older guy,
Yeah.
and he always go, ain't that a bitch? Excuse my language.
Well, that just God, that just transports my head way back. You know, like listening when I first heard Muddy Waters and all that. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. You know, I haven't heard that kind of guitar this close before. You know what I mean? Like a John. You know, when we had John. John Hammond, he picked up the guitar one morning after coffee, and I went over to his room in the morning, had a cup of coffee, and I saw his National. I went, oh wow, that's pretty cool, you know. And he said, oh, you know, have a go, and I went, oh, okay, you know, just kind of, and then I put it in the gave it to him, and you know, and then he, you know, John, you know, did his
He knows
thing.
a lot of the old styles too.
Yeah. And through that, you guys have actually kept all that alive. You've really helped, you know.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'd just disappear, wouldn't it? Kind of, you know, like.
One thing I do is I use this, which is like B7. I use it up here for E and for A.
Yeah.
But you can use the same by moving it over one. So you got the B there instead of there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then the A. And the E.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. They're kind of like those, it's like a ninth chord almost, isn't it? That, but it's still a seventh though. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I try to play. You know, so you really play by ear, isn't it? Oh, jeez, Charlie, that's that is like it's such I suppose that's what drew me to blues, the feeling, what it makes you feel like. I mean, it does make you feel much better. You know.
It takes care of the hangover.
Oh, it does. Mate, I don't, you know, forget the hangover, man. I'm feeling. That's just so.
Well, the feeling, to me, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You can play all the notes and all the chords and say that this is the blues scale and all that. But if it don't have the feeling, that's
it's nothing.
just the notes.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean much, does it? It's it's like that. You know, B.B. King, when he just kind of plays that one note, you know, and you instantly know it's him, but it's like.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody.
He's not. Yeah.
As soon as you hear that note, you know it's him.
Yeah.
He ain't fooling me. He ain't fooling you.
Nah, it's you know.
That's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah.
Not fooling anybody. Sounds just like himself.
I'm doing these blogs because I love blues music, and I know you guys do too. So let's share it. Share it to all your friends and show them the power of blues music.